If you're one of the few viewers of my YouTube channel, you would know that usually I would start off my videos by saying, "Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United." But currently, Manchester United is kind of in the mud, given that we lost your Europa League final. And also, club football is not in existence at the moment. So, there's transfers here and there, but there is no. Speaking of transfers, and this is going to be a football rumble. This is going to be a football rumble based on the current event in football right now. Everybody knows that. And a few, probably, I'm not going to talk about Manchester United transfers, no Manchester United daily. This is just going to basically talk about the current events, the current games in football as it relates to internationally. So this is not going to be a video based on Manchester United. I'm just going to save my energy for that for a later video. But in this video, I want to cover a few talking points as it relates to the Euros, the Euro 2020, and matter of fact, so many guys might say it's because it's because they beat Germany and they won the World Cup. Now I've been supporting France since 2004 of 2015. Yeah. But the reason why I had a side hustle with France is because originally my main side was Netherlands. And reason why I kinda changed house a bit with France is because France didn't not France. It's because Netherlands didn't qualify for the Euros 2016. And some person might say, alright, this black brethren, this brethren, this brethren. Hold on, this is kind of getting loose. Give me a second. Yeah, can't believe I'm changing this on camera. But some persons might say, man, I think that's been a bad Wagonist fan, bro. I think you have to stick to your guns. You have to stick to, you have to stick to you have to stick to your side, bro. Why are you changing up? Why are you, yeah, kind of feel tight, Pause. But some person might say, why are you changing house with France, bro? France, you're saying France because you know that France have a big chance of winning the World Cup and Euros. It's not because of France, bro. It's because I like how France play. They have players that I like. Payet at the time. Martial was a shout. Pogba, of course. And a few other players. Benzema wasn't called because Benzema had I think my man wanted to be a side hustle porn star and he was in a porn scene or something. Not in a porn scene, but he was in some sex scandal or in some sex tape with Ribéry, Valbuena. Yeah, that was the crew. So, what I was saying. So yeah, that is how I came to terms with France. Now it's not because they had no big chance of winning no tournament. No, that is the expectation, but that's not the base. That's not the choice. Basically, I like France. Even when I was supporting them, there was something that was mesmerizing for me to France. There was some attraction there for me to France. Is me. But yeah, my original side is Netherlands. I've been supporting Netherlands since summer of 2010. Is me. And yeah, I was saying that you have bad Wagonist fans that might say, I think you should stick with one side, bro. Stick with one side when things are good, things are beautiful, things are ugly, things are pretty, things are bad, things are. Why are you supporting two sides? Brethren, most of you guys are supporting three or four sides. I'm sticking with two. France and Netherlands. No, unfortunately, I ain't gonna lie. I'll own up to it. No, France has basically has set a precedence over Netherlands. So France is now my main state of being. France is now my main side. I ain't gonna lie. France is my main side now. Because Netherlands has been on the back burner ever since 2016. Van Persie retired, Snyder retired, Robin retired. Is me. So that trio, those three piglets, those three musketeers retiring, I had to retire at least on a primary basis as a fan and be a fan and a supporter of man, I spit on the screen, man. A supporter of France. Cause again, I love France, bro. So It's not a bad. If you want to call it a bad one, man. I know people that are people that really know football that are supporting like 3 or 4 sides in Euros, or they're just supporting 4 sides when it comes on to international tournaments. So this miss me with that. So yes, so Manchester United is not going to be the basic talking point of this podcast. Good, because Manchester United hasn't done anything that is worthy of doing a podcast to. So this is going to be based on the Euros, and I'm going to be talking about why. I just talked about France. I was talking about France winning tournaments, and man, it feels so loose, man. I was talking about how France, cause usually you guys saw my hair, when before my hair was cut, my hair was plenteous. My hair was very prosperous. So when I cut my head kind of feel looser. Is me, but when I had hair, bro, I felt like a lion, bro, cause my hair was all over the place. It felt like an apple tree. But yeah, I just want this video still loose anyway. I think this hat was made for a big head, but this video is based on the Euros 2020 that was supposed to play last year in the 2020s, but because of COVID-19, is me, that was kind of put on the back burner. Things then kind of stall things a bit. They say, all right, since it's COVID-19 worldwide and generally, we're just going to, at least for the moment, just suspend, put that in the, just put it down for a bit because we don't want the enlargement of COVID cases. And even then, bro, there are persons that are having parties, going to parties, with no mask, with no vaccine. They think they're clean and they're still having parties. They think that just because, God is watching up above looking down in eternal love. I know God is going to give me the spirit of cleanliness, because it said that cleanliness is next to godliness. So I don't need no vaccine. I don't need no mask. And they end up with COVID-19 because they're naive. But anyway, I ain't going to get into that soapbox. But so the Euros was put off for a moment. Now the Euros is back in the picture. And man, I have beef. I have beef. I have beef. Last year, as you guys know, last week, not last year, last year, but last week, the Euros started on Friday. This is me. At least on my, maybe on your end probably started on Saturday, in the early hours of Saturday, but on my end on Friday, in North America, the Euros start on Friday. Now, I just moved here. I think some of you guys know that the few that watch my videos. I moved here like 2 months ago. So I am not really versed when it comes on to TV channels, because I'm not really a TV watcher as younger. But I still watch football, I still watch baseball as long as the Toronto Blue Jays are playing. I watch NBA as long as Toronto Raptors is playing. So those are the main channels for Toronto, for Canada. So I know, not to get lengthy, but I know, but my subscription wasn't with a football channel. You see me? And I was like, without getting lengthy, I was like, so you're saying that they don't have no football channel for the Premier League? They have for La Liga, League 1, that is League 1, and Turkey League and etc. But they don't have none for the Premier League. As if those leagues that they have on the subscription is better than Premier League. Man, the best is always hated for some reason. But yeah. But basically I couldn't find, last Friday I couldn't find any channel to watch the EuroLeague opening, and I was frustrated. I could watch the opening ceremony, but I couldn't watch the opening match. You see me? So there was no channel that was nice enough, kind enough, hospitable enough to give me the green light to watch the match. So I had to basically, I didn't even want to live stream it on the internet, bro. Like, I was just over with it. So France was playing yesterday against Germany, and I said to my pops, yo, I have to find out how I'm going to watch a game. I cannot let my side start off this tournament, my side, um, without me watching it. Because if I don't watch it, I know France is going to lose. So if I watch it, I know they're going to win because I'm watching it. And I watched it yesterday, and it wasn't the best of performance. It wasn't convincing. It wasn't enthralling. It was somewhat entertaining, especially from certain individuals like Paul Pogba. Speaking of Paul Pogba, as you guys know, hope this don't, because you notice that this the chair is kind of high. As you guys know, if you guys are not a really a long time follower, but if you've been a follower of mine, a few subscribers or a few viewers of mine, you know that my stance on Paul Pogba is to leave Manchester United. Not because he's a poor player, not because he's holding the club to ransom, not because he's not handsome, pause, but it's because I believe that for him to spend his prime years at Manchester United and not win anything, I think that's being disrespecting his career. I think he should go elsewhere. That's what I've been saying. He needs to go elsewhere where he can win trophies, probably Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Sure, he can go to PSG if they have the paper to bring him there. If they're making enough ends to bring him there, so he can go to any top club or top side if he likes. But the reason why people have mixed feelings towards Paul Pogba is because man is playing for France, he's a different Paul Pogba. It's not even, it's a mismatch. It's not even a discussion. When the man is playing for France, my man is playing ball. He's cooking. Shout out to The Rock. He's cooking. He's beating players, busting players' laces. My man was bossing Tony Cruz yesterday, bro. Like Tony Cruz had to shake his hand and probably foul him a few times. Because Tony Cruz couldn't keep up with the prowess of Paul Pogba. Doesn't I mean, Tony Kroos got bodied yesterday, bro. He got bodied yesterday, and Tony Kroos is the world-class midfielder. But when man is playing for France, bro, there is no chance you could say the France Pogba is the same as the Man United Pogba. When man is playing for Manchester United, my man looks like yeah, who is that black midfielder again? Yeah, he looks like Pedro Obiang when he's playing for Manchester United. But when he's playing for France, he plays like Paul Pogba. That is how Paul Pogba plays, bro. My man was bossing the midfield, playing balls into space, allowing Mbappe to use his pace to exploit that space. And he was just mesmerizing the midfield. So this is my poor take on I'm still going to get onto the Euros opening, but I just want to say something about Pogba. Pogba needs to leave for his own good. He's not going to get that form at Manchester United, especially under the guidance, under the managerial Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer doesn't know how to get the best out of Pogba. He just doesn't. So I think it's best in Pogba's interest to leave Manchester United and be united with another club. I just don't think it's best he stays here. Because again, if he stays, he's disrespecting himself because it shows that he lacks ambition and he's staying for comfortability. Secondly, it shows that he's like his career is done with. Bro, you're in your prime years, yeah? You're in your prime years, yeah? Leave Manchester United. I'm pretty sure some French players, excuse my French, wants to leave Manchester United. I don't think there is no lower, I wouldn't say lower club because Manchester United is not a lower club. It's just that we are a lower side. I'm pretty sure most of the players that play for France, they play for an elite top club. They play for elite top side. Hernandez, Bayern Munich, Varane, Real Madrid. Loris plays for Tottenham. But I mean, most of this side, bro, is they come from top clubs. You see me? So I'm pretty sure some of them saying, yo, why are you sticking with Manchester United? You're like an algae in the mud. Like you're the only algae, you see me, in that mud of Manchester United. Why are you still in Manchester United, bro? Leave Manchester United and win trophies elsewhere, bro. So you can probably show that you're more of the player that you are. When you're at Manchester United, bro, those qualities you're portraying and displaying for France, you're not showing that at Manchester United. So why say at Manchester United? So yeah. Um yeah, that's just my piece on Pogba. But yeah, man, when man is playing for France, bro, it's a mismatch. My man, yeah. So so yeah, the Euros is is in is live. I just watched the Italian match against Switzerland. Italy is a side to look out for. Italy is and I don't want this video to be long, but Italy is a side to look out for. They're obviously through to the round of 16. Um, their hands are clean because they have 2 clean sheets. They have scored 6 goals with 6 points, and they moved to the round of 16. And people might say, here's my cap again. People might say, Italy is a black horse, so I don't think they should be taken seriously. Bro, in 2016, in Euro 2016, Italy was that's probably the worst Italian squad in the in Euros 2016, managed by Antonio Conte. People didn't even see this side going through the group stage, and it went through the grown up group the group stage, and it beat Spain again. Spain wasn't in top elite form like 2012 or 2008. So that's something I want to just set straight. But Spain, even though they had a lot of players, people were writing off Italy, saying, okay, Spain is going to demolish Italy. But Italy beat Spain. And again, the quality of the Italian side is a mismatch with the Spanish side at the time. And they beat Spain. They beat Spain. So, like again, bro, Italy is not a side you want to call off. It's too early to call off Italy. Italy is through to round of 16. Turkey is out because they lost to who Turkey lost to? Wales. So Wales, I'm gonna get to that in a second. I don't want this video to be long, but basically I just want to talk on a specific side which I mentioned and why I have skeptical thoughts on why they won't win the tournament. Although they have been seen as the tournament favorites, tournament winner favorites. But yeah, Italy is not a side they want to write off as yet. You see what I mean? But Bale with Wales, with 2 assists, my man led Wales. I don't think they're to round of 16 as yet, but given if they win their next match, they're going to go through the round of 16 downright definitely because they're going to get 7 points if they win their next match because they're on 4 points right now. Again, if you're living under a rock and you have Internet Explorer, they drew against some side on Friday last week, and they won against Turkey this week. That is today, some hours ago. So Wales is in a decent place. Italy is definitely in a good place. Germany, bro, this is the thing about Germany, bro. I like Germany, but Germany is not a side that I want to like, to support because they have too much germs. That's why they're Germany. But it's not that Germany side lacks quality. It's just that they have players that are slow. They are not I mean, they obviously won the World Cup in 2014, but ever since that side has been on a routine to getting old, becoming of age. And that is good in terms of experience. And experience can lead you so far, but you can have all the experience, but it might not have the quality as you used to years ago, like 7 years ago. And Germany, bro, I'm not calling off Germany as yet, but Germany, bro, Germany, they lack pace. They lack pace. Sonny is not a starter, at least not yet. They might start him in the next match because I don't think there is no other player on the side that has pace. Oh yeah, Gnabry and Sonny has pace. Those are the only two players. And funny enough, those players are black. But the other side, the German side, most of the side is slow. Kroos is slow. Hummels is slow. We saw that against Mbappe, and other players in the German side. So it's not that if you're fast means that you have an advantage to win over a experienced side. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that if Germany had a good striker, like a Mario Gomez or a closer type of striker in the box, or as out and out striker, oh, Werner has pace. But Werner, man, but the players of Germany, they need a striker, right? They need a striker because Gnabry is not a striker. He's not an out and out striker anyway. He's not an out and out striker anyway. Muller can play as a striker, but that Muller is needed to create space. He's more of the number 10, the creator, the playmaker. This is me. And he knows how to use space very well, Thomas Muller. But if Germany wants to advance or have a chance of advancing to the next round, they have to change house a bit. Well, they're changing house because Low, Hakim Low, if that's how his name pronounced, the manager for Germany, this is his last tournament. Again, he's been managing Germany since 2010, I think, or 2009. But anyway, it's not that Germany doesn't have a low quality side. They have a quality side, but they need a striker up top. Whether that striker is slow, that's not the point. The point is that as long as he can finish, he can score, hold the ball, play the ball, and then play, they will be better. They will be better. Because yesterday, bro, see my hair, my cap is falling off. I told him, man, this cap was made for a big head. But I think the side of Germany needs a potent and powerful striker like Mario Gomez, Podolski, or Klose. They need someone of presence up top. Gnabry is not a player of efficiency if he's not playing with space. My man is lost, bro. My man is he's like unknown when there is no space around him. When you play him on the right wing or left wing, he's dangerous. That's where you're going to see the best side of Gnabry. Again, Sané didn't start. So my final thoughts on Germany is that they need a striker or they need to change up their tactics a bit to move on to the next round. England, Nika 1-0 win. See, this is the thing about England, and I don't want to mention anything about England because England is just an overrated side. Personally, we're like going heads over the moon because England got a 4-2 to us 1-0 goal against I think it's Croatia. Yeah, Croatia. And Croatia, given that they're an old side, they were bossing England's midfield. I don't see England going far, bro. It's not that England do have the good players. They have good players, but I don't think their manager, Gareth Southgate, knows how to use the players in his squad. I don't think so. I just don't think so. There is questionable choices he's making. My man left out Sancho and Grealish, and he put on a player that can't finish, like Rashford. Why are you putting Rashford up top? Rashford can finish, but that's not the dude you want to be playing up top. If you're playing a player up top like Rashford, that is not 100% fit, by the way. Let me just say that he's not 100% fit. But if the manager see it fit to start him, bro, you're going to be at a loss. Maybe not at the moment, but you're going to be at a loss, bro. You're going to get knocked out. I don't think that England side is going to go as far as England supporters think it's going to go. I just don't. Again, it's not that they're not a quality side. They're decent, but I just don't think they have the cutting edge to cut the cake. So, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Oh yeah, this is the main meat of my video podcast now. As you guys know, I told you guys that I'm supporting France ever since fall of 2015. Now, here's the reason why I'm very skeptical of France winning the tournament. In 2000, if you're a long time football fan and you supported France or you kept up with the news regarding to the World Cup in 2010 in South America, you know that France got knocked out of the group stage. You know that France got knocked out at the group stage. Again, in 2006, France was the finalist against Italy in the World Cup in Germany. They almost lost on penalties to Italy. So they conceded to Italy. Matter of fact, Italy got knocked out of the group stage in 2010. But if you kept up with the training camp of France in 2010 in the World Cup, you would know that in the camp, okay, you may ask, okay, sir, why are you skeptical of your side not winning the tournament? I mean, France is filled up with quality players. They have squad depth in droves. Like they have a lot of players. Like if Mbappe gets injured, Dembele comes on. If Dembele gets injured, they have Coman to come on. If Griezmann gets injured, they have this and that to come on. And if so forth and so forth. It's not about it's about the quality, yeah, but it's how you manage the quality of players. It's how you manage the quality of players. Because here's the thing, bro. It's good that you have a good side of good players, but here's the problem. Here's the thing that most of you guys might not know, or if you know, you don't want to accept. I could be managing a side that has a lot of great players. The best players in the world in one side. But if there's another side that is, they have like two good players and most of this side is average, but they work together as a team, more than likely that side is going to go through or do better. Few exceptions aside, they're going to do better than the side that is stacked with stars. Because here's the thing, and this is why I'm very skeptical of France in this tournament. Of course, you guys have heard about Olivier Giroud giving his criticism on players that are not passing the ball in the box because he thinks that players need to pass in the ball in the box. I mean, he wants to catch up with the France leading goal scorer of all time, Thierry Henry, on 52 goals. I think Giroud is on 46 at the moment. So he wants to catch up with Thierry Henry. So he's been criticizing his teammates, and we know who he's talking about. Talking about there's some players in the front side that should be passing me the ball. I'm in better chances to score, and they think they're in better chances to score, but they're taking the shot. They're not making a good decision to pass me the ball because I'm in the better position. I'm the striker. I'm the leading goal scorer on the side. So pass me the ball so I can finish. And Mbappe came out in the press conference and said, well, I understand that, and Mbappe has a deep voice. Well, some person were saying that Mbappe's French is very fluent. So Mbappe was like, yeah, I understand that Giroud is critical of the side not passing him the ball, and we understand that there's a record that he's trying to catch up with. So you know why he's levying that criticism to his players. But I mean, I don't think, in my opinion, I think he said, again, I'm paraphrasing, but I think he said, in my opinion, I don't think Giroud should have came out with those criticisms. And this is my thing, bro. Let me tell you guys this. As good as France is as a side, that side has a lot of egos. That side has a lot of egos. Going back to my analogy just a while ago, if you have a stock star all-star side that you're presiding over as a manager, and you have another side that is like most of the side is average, and you have two players that's decent or at least quality, and they work as a team, that side, best believe that that side has a more of a chance of going through to the next round or even winning the tournament. If they work as a team, they're in sync with their style of play, they work together as a team, they're going to do better than this egotistical, narcissistic, full of themselves all-star side. That is why some quote-unquote all-star sides didn't win any trophies. If you go back in history, I know some of you guys don't like history, but if you go down memory lane for a bit, you would know that Real Madrid in the early 2000s had a galactical project, as Fiorentino Perez would say. It's a galactical project. And he had players like Ronaldo, a prime, at the time, Ronaldo, although he wasn't the pacey, skinny, he was still a buff teeth Ronaldo, but he wasn't skinny and pacey. Matter of fact, he was kind of getting out of shape, but he was still very good. This is me. At Real Madrid, with Figo, with Beckham, with Zidane, with other players, Roberto Carlos, Soldado, Iker Casillas, Hierro, Mekelele, and names goes on and on and on. Well, matter of fact, the club sold Mekelele to finance the transfer of David Beckham in 2004. So David Beckham went to Real Madrid in 2004, and man like Mekelele went to Chelsea in 2004. Here's the problem why that side didn't win any trophies under the Galactico era. Because if you're having all of those players, and some of them play in the same position, like Figo play in the same position, Beckham can play in a position, and definitely Zidane. So if you're making three of those players in a position, and you're trying to fit them at once in a system, that system is not going to be very cohesive. It's not going to be very compatible. There's going to be some compromise. Some players have to suppress their attacking ability for other players to attack. And that is not going to sit well with some players in the dressing room. That's going to create tension. It's going to create negative, smelly tension. Is me. So that's one of the reasons why Real Madrid didn't win any trophies in the early 2000s. Because again, it's good that you're signing all of those good players, bro, but the negative trait that comes with good players is that they know that they're good. They know what they're capable of doing, which means that they have a big head for themselves. They're free thinkers. They're going to question why they're supposed to do this. Why am I supposed to play? Why am I supposed to drop back? That's not my calling card. I'm not that type of player. They're going to question why I'm supposed to be doing that if they're a quality player, because they know how good they are as a player. Now, if they are a defender, props to them. But if this like attacking midfielders are midfielders that have sauce and they have flair, are definitely strikers, that's a situation where a lot of egos is going to clash. It's going to bruise knuckles a bit. They're going to have some fist fights, like two lions in the Serengeti. They're going to clash. They're going to lock horns a bit. We've seen that with Giroud and Karim Benzema. Currently, it seems as though Mbappe and Benzema is against Giroud at the moment. And that is not good. It's not good. There's going to be tension. There's going to be some differences between the French side. Now, of course, Kante is humble. Pogba has an ego. Everybody knows that. Who else has an ego? Olivier Giroud has an ego. Benzema has an healthy ego, but He can put his ego in the way. Mbappe has an ego at the young age that he is, and man just born in 1999. Who else? Some other players that I'm missing, but even if you have those 3 or 4 egos, that is more than enough to have an indictment on the side, to have some impact on the side, whether positive or negative. Again, it's not bad that you have an ego per se if it's used in the right way, but the negative side that comes with ego in relation to winning the tournament is that people are not going to be very cohesive. For example, if you're starting Olivier Giroud and Benzema up top, best believe if Giroud is in a better position to score and Benzema is in possession of the ball to score, although he's not in a better position than Giroud to score, if Benzema is with the ball, he's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot. Few exceptions aside, or I don't know, but ego can come into that situation. Again, if Drew is the better player of out of the side to score in a better position than any of the players to score, and Benzema is in possession, Benzema is gonna either pass the ball to another player so he can cross the ball to Drew, or he's gonna take the shot himself. It's also one of those two. And the reality is that Giroud and Benzema starting those two up top, definitely with Mbappe up top, is not a good look. For a start, you need options off the bench. So don't put all the eggs in one basket in the starting level. Because if you start all those players in the starting level and things are not going right, who you go take off the bench and put on the field? You get what I'm saying? So it makes sense to use your common sense to put a player on the bench that you think is going to come on and make a difference. But again, this is me talking about differences of players. Players having differences because they're ego driven. Again, I think that France, the reason is not that France didn't have a bad side in the World Cup 2010, They had a good side. But it's just that ego came into the way. Like, they were actually playing against their own manager that was dominant at the time. They didn't want to play for this dude. Anelka literally said that the dude was a son of a bitch. He said that. And people might say, Anelka was just having a moment. He was just mood at the time. Nah, my man got sent home, bro. My man got sent home. And France got sent home later on. Because they got knocked out at the group stage. So ego can come into the way. France has an history, excuse my French, because I support the French side, but ego can be the detriment to France in this tournament. It's good that we played well against Germany, but we didn't score any goals. We scored at least 2 goals, but they were deemed and seen as offside. Legends might say that Giroud was one of those VAR officials in the stadium that said that it was ruled offside. Conspiracy theories. But yeah, I just don't think France, bro, as much as I might see the difference. You might say, okay, I know that he's not a real France supporter. I don't think he's a real France supporter. A real France supporter would support their side, even though the players have differences. No, that's being very subjective. See, I am very objective. I try to be as objective as possible, even kill. Yes, France has a good side. I already said that. They are a good side. They have good players, quality players, and confident players. But if that confidence is on an overkill to ego and arrogance with players in the training camp, things are not going to go as people may hope. Because again, France is the tournament's favorite to win a tournament. Germany is a favorite, but they're not in the same light as France. Is me. So I'm not saying that Germany has no chance like France, but it's just that it's just a cutting edge with France. And the thing is that with France, bro, I'm not saying that they can't win a trophy, but don't be surprised if France doesn't win a trophy. Don't be surprised if France is win the trophy. Again, ego can be the detriment of France. Ego can be the detriment to France. So you might see on the pitch that they're playing good football, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes behind. You don't know what's happening. Maybe Deschamps say, yo, I know that you guys have differences, but please, on the pitch, act as if you guys are like goody two shoes or best friends in sliced bread. Act like you guys get along. You know? So, as I close this video part, and of course, I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe I'm just talking from my behind, but I just want you. I want to hear what you guys have to say on this matter because I think that France is in a good position to win the trophy, but it's going to take more than quality to win the trophy. It's going to take unity to win the trophy, and that's why Greece in 2004 found them dumb ourselves in the final of the Euros against. Wait, no, France won in the Euros 2000 against I think it was Italy. Goal and goal, Trezeguet, Euros 2000. Yeah, that was 2000. In 2004 with the Euros, France lost against Greece in the semis. You see me? Lost against Greece, Lost against Greece. Nobody know Greece from a can of paint, but it was based on unity. Unity, that's why they found them dumb ourselves in the final. France had a prime Zidane, a prime Thierry Henry, a prime Makelele, a prime Thuram, a prime who was the goalkeeper at the time? Well, he wasn't a good goalkeeper. I'm forgetting his name because he's not a good goalkeeper. But they as good as they were. I'm not saying they were ego. Well, they did have egos, but they didn't click as good as other sides that were less talented. That's my point. And to reiterate my point, what I just mentioned is that do not be surprised if France doesn't win the tournament this year in Euros, because again, they have the quality of players to win it. But if those players are not really in it as a unit, they're not going to win it, is me. So it's best in their interest to win the trophy and come together and be in sync, sing on the same pitch, as if they're a choir that is composed by the choir director that is Didier Deschamps. Because he's the choir director. And if he cannot control his choir, the choir is going to sing out a tune. You see me? So it's best if France, which I believe they will win the trophy, but I'm just saying it. I'm just putting it out there, bro, because we know that football is a very unpredictable sport. So without being a bad sport about it, I just want to say this, bro. As good as a side can be, you're going to need players that need that. If you have a side that is full of stars from the sky that fell out of heaven to go play in the Euros, and they have to compromise because they cannot play in a free role. All of those quality players can't play in a free role. Some players have to suppress their best qualities and do more defensive work than other players. And unfortunately, that is not going to sit well with some players because they're going to question the why in that decision. Why am I supposed to be doing that with this player being more attacking than me? And with the sticky, smelly situation of tension with Olivier Giroud, Mbappe, and Benzema. Again, Benzema has no beef with Mbappe. Mbappe has no beef with Benzema. Mbappe used to idolize, along with CR7 of course, used to idolize Benzema. So he's not going to have no beef with Benzema. But my man is not really in tune with Olivier Giroud, bro. So it's interesting to see how that go. Um, so man, I want to hear what you guys have to say in the description, in the comment section below. Of course, I'm not going to be doing much videos because, apart among other reasons, I want to get rest so I can perform at my best. I've said that before. I don't want to burn out. I don't want to burn out. And secondly, the club Manchester United is not really doing anything at the moment, so I'm not going to be doing much videos. The videos I'm going to be doing is giving a brief commentary on the current climate of the Euros. That is what I'm going to do. Some videos. I'm not going to be doing videos every day. I'm not going to be doing that. Because again, I'm not monetizing my videos, and my channel is nowhere near as big as most. So I just want to, control myself a bit. But I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below, and I'll show it to you guys in the next video podcast. Deuce.